Letters and correspondence. Now that we've seen the birth notification form and the names, let's see how these names are actually used, because now you have a legal name that's been entered into a system. Remember, before I get started on this as well, this ain't legal advice, this ain't lawful advice, this is just facts. I'm just giving you facts. Yeah, so it's nothing to do with legal, it's nothing to do with law, it's just facts. And this is what you're basically doing. You're just standing up for yourself and using facts. With all the legal and stuff, you're running around in circles. Yeah, there's no conclusions. These are facts, so sorry about that. Okay, so now you're entered into the United Kingdom Limited. All the companies, basically everything we're doing is business. Yeah, there's all companies on the earth. When you're sleeping in your bed at night, you're doing business. Yeah, remember, you bought the bed from a company. If that bed breaks under you, then you can go and sue the company. Yeah, but because you're in the legal system, then you can't really go after them as such. In a certain sense, you can go and get your money back or whatever, but that goes into a different thing, and I don't really want to get too caught up in that. But the main thing I want to look at today is letters and correspondence. Letters and correspondence. Okay, where do I start? Okay, so we've got the legal name. The legal name is, as we saw, your Christian name and your surname put together. So if your name's John Henry Doe, for example, then John Henry Doe is the legal name. John Henry is the Christian name and Doe is the surname. And as we learned from other videos, the videos before, that the names can't be tied together because they're separate in themselves. That's why they use the forename and they attach the two names together from the birth notification form, etc., etc. Okay, so because you are seen as a legal name, a legal entity now, this means that all these companies can now approach you as a legal entity, like they are, the company that is. The only difference is the way they approach you in letters, which you probably won't realize. But here's a few to look at. So when a company first approach you, yeah, actually no, let's start with the councils and stuff. Okay, so you got the councils. The councils you'll have to the homeowner or to the occupier. Yeah, nothing to do with you. You can bin it if you wanted to, because you're not the occupier. You may be the homeowner, yeah, but there's no name there. Remember, you're only answering to your one name. That's it. Everything else, forget it. Yeah, everything else, you can either bin it or send it back, return to, well, don't bin it, send it back to return to sender. But we'll get into that later. Okay, so from the councils and stuff, you'll get to the homeowner and occupier, and that'll be written in uppercase and lowercase. Yeah. So pay attention to that, uppercase and lowercase. They'll write that. Yeah. Now, from people like charities, Marie Curie and all them kind of places, they'll address it to like caring resident. Yeah. So you've got to attach what the business is to how they're writing to you. Yeah. So for example, as I said, the council, if you don't own the property, they'll write you to as the occupier. If you do own a property, they'll write to you as the homeowner. But they know that you're not renting, and they know if you own the house or you don't, but they don't know your name. Weird one. And then you got Marie Curie. Okay, they're a charity and stuff like that. So they'll write to you as the caring resident, which is cool. These are all businesses, remember. Now, the hospital, for example, as I mentioned in the other video, they will write to you with your surname first, uppercase and lowercase, yeah? And then they'll write your Christian name afterwards. So your surname will always come first on doctors, passport, anything official in a certain sense in their system. Yeah, you'll always have the surname first, and everything, all this is all written in uppercase and lowercase, yeah? And then the census, basically, that's basically council again, the householder. And then you've got the banks. The thing with the banks is that the banks, they don't write to your full name. They'll only put your initials down. They'll put J.H. Doe. And they'll write all of that in capital letters. Yeah. But with the bank and how they want to get a contract with you to start with, they'll write to you with your initials. J.H. Doe, all in uppercase and lowercase. But remember, all these names will have the Mr. and Mrs. at the front of it, because you are the legal entity they're approaching. Okay, so when they've sent you a letter to Mr. John Henry Doe, uppercase, lowercase, yeah, all of these letters will come. I paused there because they will send you these letters again as uppercase and lowercase, but you don't know the trick, what's being played. I mean, like, well, I can't say you won't know it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, so in the beginning, so in the beginning, you'll have, they'll write to you in uppercase and lowercase. Yeah, John Henry Doe, Mr. John Henry Doe. That's the legal name. But the letter will be either a marketing letter, a promotional letter, or a letter for a deal or something. So like you might get your phone bill for $2.99 for the first 6 months, and then whatever. So, and they're writing that to the legal name, not you as a man or a woman, because if they can't write to you as a man or a woman, they can't write just to the Christian name. They can't do that. They have to write to a legal name. Yeah, because they're trying to get that legal name into a contract. It's a legal entity. A legal entity can be the man and a woman if the man and woman consents to be in that. Remember, you've got to consent to be in that. Don't just look on it and think, yeah, that's me. No, stop there. That's ego shouting at you, man, and playing with you. Stop. Yeah, so basically, you got, okay, so they write to you in uppercase and lowercase. You then say, yeah, this is a really good deal. And then you send back the deal for $2.99 for the first 6 months. I mean, like, you can go down to the gym, for example, and get the same thing. They're going to sign up the uppercase and lowercase name, the legal entity. Now, the switch, when you send off for that deal and make that deal, the first letter after that, your name will come in all capital letters, because now you are seen as an implied company, just made contract with their company. Remember, a company is written in all capital letters. Yeah. So the company is doing a contract with another company. The only difference is that their company may be a limited company or a PLC company or a LLP company. That's up to you to go and check a company's house to see which one they are. But they've turned your name into an implied company. Implied company means that they can do that and turn your name into something without telling you. That's what implied means. They can do it without telling you. Yeah. This is the trick. So your name will come in all capital letters because there's a contract with your name with that company. Remember, you are not the name. You carry a name and you get use of a name, but the name isn't yours. Remember, your mother did not give you the name. Your mother gave it to the system. Remember, the birth notification form was created first with the birth date, the date of born, yeah, when you was born, your proper birth date, yeah. Your registration date was for your Christian name, but it was a forename, so it's not christened yet. Then your baptism certificate of name, not in baptism or in baptism, would be your third date, and that's the date you want to use because that's the living entity, yeah. So going off track there for a second, but I'm going to come back now. Okay, so the drift is basically that companies will write to you, doesn't matter what company it is, but anybody writing to you in uppercase and lowercase, it will be a promotional letter or a marketing letter, as I said earlier. Yeah, as soon as you've got a contract with the company, whoever it is, council, government, whatever, your name will come in capital letters. Yeah, your name might come with the surname first, your name might come with just initials. Do you see? Remember, you only have one name, but you haven't chosen that name yet, because remember, the name was given to the system. That's why, again, a lot of us are going out and buying the limited company name, because you buy your name as a limited company. There's only one person who can own that name. There's only Companies House will tell you there's only one name that can be that. So if anybody writes your name in capital letters, then they're writing the company, but they have to have either limited, PLC, LLP at the end of your name, which now removes the Mr. and the Mrs. from the front of your name, because now the child has grown up into an adult and can take care of his own affairs and do its own business. That's why you become the director, the director of your own company. Yeah, but we can get into that into a later stage. But anyway, now you've got a contract with these companies as an implied contract. So there's no real contract there. The contract is with the name that you hold and you consent to using, yeah, but you still don't own it yet. Yeah, you haven't claimed the name yet. Yeah, that's the limited company claiming the name. Now, you can claim the name as well by doing a trademark. Yeah, so you capture the name via trademark in all capitals and in all lowercase. Yeah, and then they can't write to you in all capitals or all lowercase. Yeah, they won't write to you in uppercase and lowercase properly, because that's the man or woman living entity they will be writing to, and another man or woman isn't writing to you. Remember, it's a company writing it to you, but you're thinking it's a manager or a director or whoever. Yeah, no, it's the company writing to you. Yeah, don't get that twisted. Okay, so I mentioned earlier about the name being in uppercase and lowercase and them writing to you. Okay, here's the example. So, I'm not going to call out anybody's company name, but okay, say a telephone company. The telephone company now, right? The landline. Yeah. They send you a letter and your name's in uppercase and lowercase. And they say to you, yeah, we're going to do a deal for you. And they say, yeah, we're going to give you $2.99, as I explained earlier on. And you say, yeah, great. So you go and do that. Now, the contract they send you lasts either 12 or 18 months. Yeah, most contracts last for 12 months. Yeah, well, all contracts will go for 12 months. Some are 18 months. Yeah, and later and more as you go, the deeper and the bigger, whatever. But anyway, don't want to get too caught up in that. So after the 12 months or the 18 months have passed, what happens is the phone company will phone you and say, oh yeah, would you like this promotion, blah, 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 and we'll upgrade your phone or whatever, blah, blah, we'll come and put a new phone in, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, and you go, yeah, all right, cool. So what happens then? You haven't signed anything. You've given a verbal agreement, yeah. So there's no signed anything, yeah. So the man or the woman didn't put pen to paper and sign anything, yeah. So now when you get your bills, your name will be in uppercase and lowercase as the first legal name was. Your bill will look like that. The reason being is because there's no contract. There's no contract with the implied company. So because the contract ran out and it was only 12 to 18 months, you only gave a verbal agreement over the phone to say, yeah, all right, cool, I'll carry on the contract. Just a quick note here as well. Remember, you are in charge of and running this implied company. So you are like a ghost director. Yeah? You're a ghost director. Because everything you're doing on behalf of this implied company that they created for you. Yeah? You didn't sign up for it. Your mum put your name into the system. You haven't gone and claimed your name back from the system. You are acting on behalf of the company as its director. Implied director, yeah, because you're still a child. So now, because you've just given a verbal or contract and you haven't signed anything, they don't have any written agreement to say that the contract's real. They just got a verbal agreement. So they've changed your name into capitals in legalese, if they want to see it like, well, they see it as legalese, which is the Law Society's language. Yeah, we see it as acronyms because it's English. Yeah, and if they're using hyphens, then that's sign language because it can only be two languages. Doesn't matter what's being written. Yeah, so they take the name from uppercase and lowercase in the beginning as a legal name, and then they turn it into capital letters, whether using the full name, whether using the initials, whether using the surname first or whatever. Then after the 12 or the 18 months have passed of that contract, what was made, your name will then turn up as uppercase and lowercase. Again, as the legal name, how it did begin, because there's no contract and you're still paying for that. But you don't have to pay for that because there's no man or woman on the other side of that contract. Because remember, you're seen as an uppercase and lowercase legal entity, man or woman, in law, should I say, in legal and law, basically uppercase and lowercase. Now, because it's got the Mr. in front of it, it means you belong to United Kingdom Limited, basically. So because the Mr's there and you haven't taken yourself out the incumbency of United Kingdom Limited's office, this is what buying a limited company does. Because you haven't taken yourself out of that office of United Kingdom Limited, you still have a Mr. or Mrs. in front of your name. You're one of their children, basically. You're a minor in their corporation. That's why you get privileges and benefits, yeah, because you're signed into them. When you sign out of them, then they can't come after you. Yeah, but again, this is just a short video because I just wanted to show you and make you understand that, okay, you've got the way the names are written. We discussed that in the previous video with the names and languages and stuff, but now this is the way how the letters and correspondence is coming to you. Yeah, so all capitals is going to be an acronym. Yeah, uppercase and lowercase is going to be the legal name. Yeah, all the capitals just means all the uppercase letters with your name in all capital letters just means there is a contract with that other company doing a contract with you, the man or a woman. Now, if they send you a bill, statement, gyro check, whatever, then, and it's got your name in uppercase and lowercase, that means there is no contract with the company sending it. Yeah, but I hope that answers a few questions that some are asking as well. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Know thyself, seek and ye shall find. I tell you this now, it's in no African mind. Searching diamonds, gold, silver, platinum, them the kind of things, illusions you fathom. Yeah, they call it magic. Right, you're right, it's tragic, I know. Clever what they done, fantastic. Come against me now, you end up in a straight jacket. I'll prove you illiterate. One question, the language. Now who's the pickle in the sandwich? This kind of knowledge that you're hearing will damage you, destroy you. Don't worry, I'll employ you, get you back on track, so you can defend your own attack.
Gold chain round your neck, nothing to me. Diamonds in your teeth, nothing to me. You could be rolling 22s, nothing to me. Down with the truth, now that's something to me. Gold chain round your neck, nothing to me. Diamonds in your teeth, nothing to me. You could be rolling 22s, nothing to me. Down with the truth, now that's something to me.
Blah, 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 blah is all they're saying. Documentation I'm giving you, just not reading. Pay attention, brother man, sitting at your desk in a foreign land, but there's no land, it's all water. Now the ship is sinking, and the thought you're thinking, will you drown? There's no one to save this person caught up in a lie of deception, correction, coercion. That's what happens in that version, that's not living. Or take, yeah I know, no one giving. Break your back for someone else's wishes. Washing dishes, cleaning fishes, all these stresses. No one needs it, it just depresses.